So a few of you have been being like, hey, Robbie, what should we pick up at Sneak Peek for this set? This is going to be the top 5 cards that I think you should be aiming to pick up at Sneak Peek. If not, the top 5 I think you should be looking at picking up from the set. Because there's a lot of good shit in this set. A lot more than I think people have kind of went underneath the radar. And it's not a bad thing that we've had certain things go under the radar. But that just means that there are things to pick up. So number 1 is the Super Anti-Kaiju War Machine Mecha Thunder King. So during the main phase, quick effect, you can discard this card, banish 1 Kaiju monster you control that is owned by your opponent. Then, you can special summon 1 monster from your graveyard. Okay, so bada bing bada boom, self-replacing. You get to do whatever the hell you want with it. You get to revive from the graveyard. Okay, you can only control 1 Kaiju monster. This card is unaffected by other Kaiju card effects, and it cannot be destroyed by battle with a Kaiju monster. And during your end phase, if this card is in your graveyard, you get to special summon this card. You can only use this effect of the Super Anti-Kaiju War Machine Mecha Thunder King once per duel. So first up, there's a lot going on here. So quick effect, we get to banish a Kaiju that is owned by our opponent, that is on our field. We get to special summon 1 monster from our graveyard. Okay, that's everything that we've ever wanted, right? Like, we get to bring back that which was lost to said Kaiju. And then, of course, this guy literally sits around and can't be killed by other Kaijus. Now, where was this when Kaijus were popular? I mainly add this as our list on noteworthy pickups because the fact that people are probably going to value this card trash, and as we're going into week 1 of the set, everyone's probably going to toss this card aside. This card will probably be very low. But this card has goddamn potential to be one of the best side deck cards out there. And I do want to continue to point out that, hey, maybe in the long run, maybe this is something worth picking up. You guys know what I mean? Now, next up on my list is Pot of Indulgence. And this is probably going to be one of the most expensive secret rares in this set. And now this card is going to be feeding for, you need this. This is a staple for Subterror Stun. Alright? Actually, this is a staple for Necroz Stun. Yeah, you basically are going to need 3 copies of this. I can guarantee you Ultra guys are going to be playing this too. So every deck that is determined to be a slower pace deck is going to want this. So at the start of your main phase, banish 3 or 6 from your extra deck face down, and you draw 1 card for each of the 3 banished this way. The rest of this turn after this card resolves, you cannot draw cards by card effects. There's a lot going on with this, and I absolutely know that this is going to be expensive. Like I said, I'm pretty sure this is going to be the most expensive card in the set, but if opportunity arises, if fucking Destiny comes a-knocking on your door, and you get the chance to pick this up for a decent price, I'm expecting these probably to be 40 to 50 a piece, just because of what it is. When a card says draw 2, not give a shit about your extra deck, you can bet your fucking ass that these are going to go up. This set has so much good potential that it actually, it kind of hurts for things. So yes, if you're planning on playing Subterrors, if you're planning on going to the YCS, you gotta beat, it really sucks, but you gotta really beat that rush. Pick up these cards while you have the chance. Smile, golden opportunities, they're arising. So yes, Pot of Indulgence coming very soon. Pick them up if you have the chance. This will probably be the first, if not the second most sought after card in the set, because our next friend is damn secret rares. Why you gotta ruin everything? So next up, if you can pick him up, you're gonna need this guy, Illusion Dragon Phantomaze. This is the side card that makes life grand out there. Why is this card good? Well, if your opponent special summons a Link monster or monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand and then draw cards equal to the number of Link monsters your opponent controls, plus 1. Not Link rating. If your opponent has 4 Link monsters on the field, you get to draw 5 cards. And if you do, shuffle from your hand into your deck an equal number of cards equal to the number of Link monsters your opponent controls. So, draw 5, shuffle back 4. Alright? When your opponent activates a card or effect that targets a monster or monsters you control, quick effect, you can discard 1 card to negate that activation, and if you do, destroy it. This card is fucking huge. And I'm expecting these to also be expensive. One, it's a draw card against link cards. This is something that we really haven't got the chance to experience yet in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! I guess just potential card for anti-link decks. Now, it's kind of a shame that we're getting this now, because this would have been good in other previous eras. Don't get me wrong, drawing 4 to 5 cards, recycling X cards, and then having the ability to watch my opponent fail as they would target this guy. Now, I wish his attack points were slightly bigger. You get your trade-off with things like this, but 2400, the ability to self-replace itself and top things off, other things, I'm expecting these to be anywhere from 30 to 45 a piece, and this is a staple. You got to pick these up right away. Even going into Sneak Peek weekend, like, just be aware, this is something you're gonna have to pick up and have, because card is fucking good. Now, this is more of an option. This is kind of where the cheeky stuff comes into play. So everybody does not like getting solemned. Your mom doesn't like solemn. I don't like solemn. Like, it's a weird time to be alive. And the fact that they made this a secret rare is kind of cheeky. And I believe at most this card will potentially touch 20. I don't think we're going to go too fucking crazy on this. Don't get me wrong. This is just initial predictions at this point. I think 20 will probably be a safer number for all intents and purposes. But, yeah, call it what it is. But you have a card that says, if your opponent negates a normal or special summon, or negates the activation of a card or effect, destroy all cards your opponent controls in their hands. So, we have a side deck card now that literally reads, oh, you fucking negated something of mine? Let me go ahead and blow you the fuck right back out. I think potentially this is one of the cuter cards in the set. I don't think that it's grand by any stretch of the imagination, but having a card, we started to see in Yu-Gi-Oh! More now that counterplaying the opponent's choices against you has kind of become more of a crucial thing. And Witcher's Strike literally gives you the ability to go, ha 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 ha, get pwned. Like, I don't know. I think that of everything in the set, this is probably the one that you can put on the back burner with the Kaiju, but once again, you see this, you're like, oh, fuck, I should probably pick that up. Yes, you probably should, but don't overpay too hard on this, because it's not worth your time to overpay on this, just because, like, they're probably going to tank. So yeah, there's that. Now, the last card in the set you should probably pick up, if you happen to get the opportunity, is actually an ultra rare in the set. Our friend Borel Savage Dragon. Now, we do not have Needle Fiber at this point in time. I know, it sucks. Watched an entire guy eat a poker deck because he was wrong about Needle Fiber being in the set. I know, shocking times. Super sad. But he is 1 tuner plus 1 or more non-tuner, comes in at level 8. So when this guy is Synchro Summon, you can equip a Link monster from your graveyard to this guy. And if you do, you can place Borel counters on this card equal to that monster's Link rating. He will gain attack equal to half the attack of the monster equipped to this guy by this effect. So you equip yield 2000, he'll be 4000 attack. That's pretty cute. And then when your opponent activates a card or a quick effect, you can remove 1 Borel counter from this card to negate that activation. You can only use this effect of Borel Savage Dragon once per turn. So whatever you're attaching to it, you can probably get 2 free negates off of this. I think for a generic synchro, this was probably one of the coolest things that they could have given us, and a very good example of an upgraded synchro. I don't think that these are going to go more than $15. I'm going to be honest with you. If Cyber Dragon, Zeger, and stuff were only going for 10, probably see the same thing here. But there is potential for these to go up. But do keep in mind, stuff in this set will be getting the reprint. Actually, no. Savage should be our last set for the Megatons. Our May set won't be in there. So yeah, this will probably get the reprint of the Megatons this year. But when happens to come up, 10 trade, you're like, ah, fuck it. That looks like a good option. Let's pick it up. I want to try this in something. There you go. Do yourself a favor. Just go ahead and be like, huh, I want this. Super easy. So this is top 5 things I think that you should pick up from Savage Strike for just the sneak preview or in general if you get the opportunity. So please, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think about this list. And well, guys, I'm out. Peace. The ride never, well, truly ends. Thank you, patrons. Without you guys, I don't know what I'd be wearing in these videos. I might be a truffle shuffle incident all over again. Guys, please also check out VanCole40 for some awesome Vanguard content. Some other interesting stuff you might find up here on the left or in the description as well. Thanks for watching.